What is going on, everybody? We're here. We're going to play a little live stream. We're having a little bit of difficulties, but we're going to try it. We'll see what we get. I have no idea if it's working, but I'm recording it in case it's not. So we'll see what's going on. So we're going to play our round here today with the simulator tour. This is the auto putt round. We did putting last time. I'm gonna just do the auto putt today. So we'll get that going and go from there. Okay. So let's see here, 390. So we're gonna try to give you a little bit of something to hopefully think about as you're going through and looking at all of this. So hopefully, that'll help you as you're kind of getting everything dialed in and learning about the game. So we got 390 here. The first thing that we got to do is we got to take a look. It is downwind, okay? So that ball should travel a little farther. It's going to get really narrow up there at that distance, right? So that's going to be the first thing that we look at. So around 270. It's also downhill. Now, I have not swung yet today, so I'm just coming in. I was doing a little work, and we're coming in. So I think this club is the safe one to get us started, right? Like, I don't want to have to hit one perfect, especially not warming up. You can see that ball is taking off, and I would have been in big trouble. I could even have gone less there, okay? Now, the other thing you have to think about when you're playing downwind is not only the tee shot, but what club am I going to want to hit in to the green, right? What club do I want to hit in? And so when I'm doing that, you take off like another 10, and you kind of have to play forward through the hole as you go. So I've got 126 down, out of the rough, pretty flat lie. I'm going to take a little pitching wedge, try to hit it a little higher. I could try to hit a gap, not warmed up. I don't know if it will get there. And I pulled that a little bit. So let's see if it stays. Probably not out of the rough. You're not going to get a lot of spin. So that's okay. Got just a little pitch up the hill. You can see we lost 77% of that spin, or we only had 77% of our normal spin. So from there, though, we're playing from a good spot. We're okay. Now it's just our pitch. So again, what I like to think of is, what is this shot going to do? I'm on an uphill slope. That ball is going to get lofted. Okay, it's going to get lofted. It should have some stopping power. The wind is cross. We do have enough wind that matters for your short game. So, if I was going into the wind, it should help it stop. Downwind, it would actually hurt it. And from here, it's just about picking the spot based on those factors, which means, all right, I'm going to carry the ball a little bit farther. Kind of like that. I like that one. I like that spot. So you got to take all of that into account when you're playing these shots, right? Like, it's everything going on. Everything going on. That's what I do like about GS Pro. I think it does a great job of getting you to start thinking how honestly I think about on the course as we go. So 138 uphill. So, with the uphill, maybe like 142. And then we are kind of into a quartering wind. So what's going to happen on a shot like this is this ball is going to want to get eaten up to the right. So we got to be careful. Anything that's kind of flying high right is going to get eaten up and drift more right, probably come up short. If you pull it, you might be able to kind of hold it straight, but you might also cut through that wind doing that. So I've got an 8-iron out. I don't like to hit shots into the wind full. I like to hit them pretty smooth because I like to try to keep the ball flight level. I don't like to see the ball balloon. So I'm going to hit an 8. We're going to try to kind of hold it against the wind and keep it down a little bit. So I'm also choking up about a ½ inch maybe. So I hit that really good. You can see that ball is lower and flatter, and I kind of did what I said would happen, right? Oh, and I'm going to get on the green, which is bad. So what happens there, because I absolutely smoked that, that's kind of the one I'm worried about on that, is I kind of get worried that I'm going to, you know, the wind's not directly hurting, so what ends up happening is you just power through the wind, and then you end up with that situation. Okay, so here we go, 295 to the end, par 5. So par 5s, obviously we're trying to get there in 2. That's the goal here, or somewhere up close. So I've got driver here. Let's check that wind. It's actually a great wind for this hole. It's kind of pushing it down to the right. So I'm going to aim it at that bunker, try to have it fade in there. A little bit of a tight window, but it is a par 5 where, you know, I probably am going to be able to lay it up and be okay, right? Like that's the thing. I'm going to be able to lay it up and be okay. So let's see if we can pull it off. I think we did. I hit that pretty good. Oh yeah, got that slider. I'm pretty good at the slider. That one is that's a shot I got. The old let it work right. So now we're in a great spot. 1-9 hill. I'm gonna play that as a wash. The wind again, kind of quartering out of the left. Okay, so I'm gonna hit it 5-iron and just go right at it. I mean, if we hit it in any of the bunkers, I think we'll be all right, and be able to try to get up and down. I hit that good. Hopefully not too good. Uh-oh, get off the green. Okay, so I smashed that. 215. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that was a 5. That stack is paying off. Okay, so first things first, adjustments. I'm hitting the ball far. I'm hitting it far, you know, a lot farther than I would think. So going forward, I have to keep that in mind. All right, downhill lie, coming out of the rough. Everything's working to the left. And then we're also on a downhill left slope, so that ball should come out left. Going downhill, I mean, everything's just going downhill here. So out of the rough, it's going to spin less. So, and it's coming out, it should come out lower. So it's going to be running, and then we got to go from there. So we got to try to figure out how much it's going to run. This is where the rough adds that just a little bit of element. So I'm going to try to pitch it. I want to land this in the 2-putt circle and see if I can run it up into the 1-putt circle. That's kind of my goal here. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. So you can see how that came out low, it came out left, and then it ran because of the lie and the condition we were in. Okay, so there we go. All right, so we're hitting the ball far. I did not look at where this course is, by the way. So this course could be at high elevation. That would be good to know. Okay, so interesting here. So that's 280, 275. Because of how far I'm hitting it, you know, I don't think I have to hit more than a 3-wood now on a hole like this. It just gets, it's a weird angle for my driver. I don't draw my driver very well. So I can hit my 3-wood. You know, I could hit drive. If I could do that with my driver, obviously that would be great. But, you know, I could just hit the more safety club. And, you know, again, we're going to be in okay shape. Obviously, this is fine. And then we have a decent club in as well. So 126, slope a little bit left. So when you have water like that, wind is pushing that way. Everything's working you towards the water. Obviously, the water is the one place you can't go. So when you have a ball above your feet situation like we do here, you know, it's a 1.7 left. That means it's sloping to the left. So that means the ball would be above my feet. That means it's going to start going left. You also have the wind. It's getting up there. It's going that way. Like if this ball comes out left and starts riding the wind, you're in trouble. That's the one thing you can't do here. So I'm going to play, because I'm hitting it so far, I'm going to hit a gap wedge now. And I'm going to just try to start it out there to the right, let it work in down the slope. And I didn't hit it very good. So we'll see. Big bounce. Go. I just, what I mean when I didn't hit it very good, what I do is I kind of stick them in the ground, so I just kind of like float them. They're just not driven as much as you can, so they always come up short. All right, here we go. 397. I mean, I got kind of some options here. This one, I'm going to take the driver and try to get over these bunkers. The wide part of the fairway, downhill, wind isn't crazy right now. It is hurting slightly, but it's only at 5. Kind of gusts up to 10, but I think we could still get it, especially, again, the ball is traveling far, but, you know, also we've got to think about our shot next, right? I want to have a wedge in. Pin is tucked way left, so I want a wedge to attack. All right. If worst case, if I hit it in the bunker, which is like kind of what you're worried about, I can still play a wedge kind of out safely and then go from there. A little bailed out. Stay in the fairway. Got some slope in these fairways. So this one actually going to work out real nice. Real nice, Clark. Downhill, playing to a great angle to this pin, sloping again, downhill lie, so it should come out a little low. I'm going to aim over here. I don't want to aim where straight gets me in trouble, but I do think it should fall left, especially with that wind. And we've got another gap wedge. Another gap wedge coming in. Hit that good. Just don't be too much. Didn't take enough off it. Jeez. Hit it really good. So that's where those ones drive me a little nuts, because we've been talking about how the ball is going farther. And I did not talk about, or in my head, I did not think about, you know, how hard I was going to hit that. I kind of just got up and hit my normal distance, just kind of a stock one, and that was too much. All right, but we're on to the next one. Little rightward slope. Should be pretty basic. Out of the rough, should release. It's on an upslope, so it's going to come out high and soft. So this one will not run as much. So we just have to make sure we get there. See how that hit a lot softer, right? So all that makes me do is make sure, hey, I got to carry it a little farther. So I'm just hitting it a little farther, and then away we go. All right, here we go. Interesting. We got to try it, right? Okay, so here's how you decide if you go. What's the risk? Okay, so I hit it right. There's actually a bunch of trees up there that I'm going to have to go over. And what's the reward? If I go left, actually, I could hit it like on the other tee box. Almost, or in these bunkers. That wouldn't be bad. And can I actually pull it off? I could. Wind's helping me keep it out of the hazard to the right. That's nice. The one thing that's making me, you know, not want to do it is I am losing the driver to the right a little bit. So if I'm going to do this, I got to focus on that. Hey, how do I make the ball stay to the left? So that's going to be square the face up, really swinging a lot more into out on this one. Got to make sure I get something into out on that club path. I don't think I've been doing that. So, yeah, we'll give it a go. Definitely swung into out. But I closed the face too much. We had it. Hit the house. Oh, that would have been nice. Okay. Well, we crushed it. Crushed that one. So, yeah, we are definitely playing in, like, somewhere. And this is kind of why you go for them. It's like, all right, this isn't bad. Obviously, we're in a sim round, so you're kind of like, yeah, this is a lot easier to play out of. But like, imagine this is a real round. As long as you find the ball, right? That's the other thing you got to think about. This shot, I feel like I'm going to get on the green a lot, and I can get it close. So we're just going to play kind of a standard shot. It should come out a little bouncy. It's a downhill lie, out of the rough. Got some fairway there. I'm going to try to carry it, you know, about 45. No loft on this. I don't want it shooting up too high because I want it to kind of tumble forward. And I didn't hit it hard enough. It's the idea, though. Keep tumbling, right? I wanted to carry that more like probably the distance I needed. I wanted like an extra, you know, it only went 31. I was trying to hit it 45, hoping to get maybe 40 out of it. So I just didn't get it. That's what you get. All right, 197 uphill. So we're hitting it real far. So we're going to club down to a 6, which is my 180-ish. But everything's been far, like everything. So it's got to be at elevation. All right, 197. Here we go. Hit it good. Just get down. Man, I'm carrying them far. Like, I didn't think I would carry that to the hole. It's almost like a 2 club. Just hitting them forever. Okay. 11, down a foot, downhill lie, out of the rough, should release. Okay, so we're just kind of chopping this on the green and letting it run out. You know, something like that should release. There it goes. Okay, beautiful. You're gonna have a real good feel for chipping the way this is going. All right, par 5, 519. So again, the way everything's going, this should be just absolute go zone with how much distance we're able to get. All right, we're gonna go for that high draw that we just hit. I hit that pretty good. I've been struggling with my draws, getting them to start off right. You know, that's what I got to work on. It's driving me nuts. I hit it pretty good. Just can't get that ball to start off. So this one's interesting because 3 wood might be a lot. I got to hit this. So I'm going to try this 2-iron thing. Let's try this 2-iron. Okay, here we go. Really off of that slope. This club wasn't going to get there. It was either 3 wood. I was worried 3 wood's going to go long. So I was out of the rough, big time slope. So I kind of have to say, all right, where can I get up and down from? Honestly, anywhere from up here with a wedge. Feel like we have a chance. So 45 should come off a little right, so I'm gonna aim a little left and just try to pitch it up. Too far. It's not gonna stop. Out of the rough. Out of the rough. You gotta get it. You gotta have some release in it. So that's disappointing. Not to take advantage of that one. That's all right. Same thing, 261. Hopefully we don't hit this tree in front of us. Can't really tell if the tree's in the way or not, so we're gonna just hit. Okay. Kind of worried about getting that ball to go high enough. Hit the tree. Oh, not that way. let's see. Can't see a thing. Looks like we'll be okay. See if we can advance something up there. 114, it's got to probably stay low. You know, so I can't see anything. I'm sure there's a shortcut I could look up. I'm not going to. We'll just play. Looks like it's open. So I have a 9-iron because the key here is it's got to be low enough. And I actually want to make sure I hit this one hard enough. I'd rather play from the back part of the green. Just looks like a pretty simple pitch. So I'm going to hit a 9-iron back in the stance and give it a pretty good one. Now I hit the tree. Looks like I bounced off something that I could not see, but that's how I would approach that shot. Is, you know, if I could see it, it's like, all right, hey, where do you want to play from? That looks easy. Okay, so 1.6 left. Let's go ahead, just play a little right. Just a 50-yarder. Should, from the fairway lie, this should have the ability to stop. So it's just about hitting the distance. Unless you get it a little too far. See, I had that stop, but I didn't want, again, you don't want to land it pin high. You got to land it, you're trying to land it just short of pin high. So, not great. Not a great front. I don't know. I didn't feel like I did too much. Well, I guess I did do stuff wrong. But, oh well. All right. Let's see. So, down 21, we're going to send it. Send in driver. See where we go. Looks pretty wide open-ish. Hit that really good. I like that one. I'm kind of figuring this driver out a little bit. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I'm not sure, but I did the firmware update, and this is the first time I'm playing with it. I'm wondering if that has something to do. I mean, it's got to be something to do with elevation and stuff too, but, you know, saying 293 raw. So I don't know. 147. That's always nice on the par 5. I've got pitching wedge. Downhill, we're going to aim a little right. Wind, downhill lie, left lie. And just hit a good one. Tried not to hit it too full. Get in there. And let's get that eagle. All right. There we go. On the right side of things. On the right side of things. 353 into the wind, up 17. If it was, so what's out there? 270. If it wasn't up 17, like, I would probably give it a go. Let's see if I can get there. But I'm not going to right now. Okay, 3-wood. Just going to play it. Kind of a baby way to play this, but hit it good. Stay in the fairway. These are what kill you when you don't stay in the fairway, laying up. Oh, it's going to be tough. Okay. Okay. We got 102 up 11. Out of the rough. Left slope. Looks like the green's sloping left. So we want it landing to the right. Out of the rough, it's going to release a touch. It is into the wind, though. That would stop the release. So I think the goal is really to try to carry it. If I could, you know, figure out how do I carry it 100. So that's probably got to be like a 110-yard shot with the wind uphill rough. So that's what we're going to try to do. I don't think that's there. Nope. That's the stick in the ground one. Stick in the ground. All right, here we go. It is bunker mate time. Let's throw it in the bunker. 20-yard bunker shot. Pretty basic. So I'm going to use a 60. It's an uphill lie, so again, should come out higher, softer into the wind. So reality is you're trying to carry this to the pretty close to the hole. So we're going to feel that out. This is how I approach it. Weights forward. Apply that size swing. and see if we get it up there. Pretty good. Go in. So you know, just kind of play with that, and you know, let's see what you're doing, and you go from there. All right, 22 down. 22 down off the bat. Ooh. Okay, so another one. Man, it's 22 down. I'm hitting it. That bunker straight ahead is in range, the way this has been going. So this is interesting. Do I want to go up there? I could easily get this with a 3-wood off this tee and have a shot from the fairway, but I want, you know, now it's like, do I want a 6-iron in, maybe a 7, or do I want a wedge? And you know, obviously hit it closer with a wedge, but am I bringing in trouble by trying to do that? So I think we're good enough. You know, the room is to the right, so we can go over there. And we'll see what we get. My thinking is that no matter what, it's going to be okay, because it's only 120 yards. So we'll see. So I could lay it up, but my thought is I could also just hit it up here and be okay. I mean, I got close to that water though, so maybe not the right play. All right, got to get it on. I don't want to be too long. I don't want to hit up a 3-putt. So I do have a pitching wedge out of this stuff, but I'm going to switch. I think I'm worried about how it's going to come out, but I'd rather be short having a bunker shot to get a 2-putt, or get into the 1-putt circle, I should say, than hit pitching wedge, it goes too far, and then I'm in the 3-putt circle. Okay, so got to think about our strategy. And let's see. Yeah, that came out really dead. So, you know, it's weird. Like, the 3-putt circle, you add that element to the game. In real life, I'd probably take pitching wedge and try to get it anywhere on the green, because I'll take my chances with the putter. But here, because of what the rules of the game are, you got to adjust. So you always got to do that. And we got to figure out what we want. So big time slope to the right. So we got to aim over here. 25. It's an uphill slope. Big time uphill slope. So, you know, we definitely got to try to carry it there, because it should stop fairly quick. And then if you bounce it in the fairway, it'll bounce up there. So, you know, you got to play your slopes and you get lucky. 132. This is an interesting one. So I think I'm going to have to try 2 hits. We're going to try. Oof, I hate wedges into the wind. Okay, we're going to try a gap. Pitching wedges way too much. And wind is out of the right. That green looks like it's sloping. So, you know, you can play it up to the right and see what you get. So that's what I'm going to do. See if we can get it long enough. Plus, that gives me a little bit of safety from the water. I kind of thinned it. Oh, don't play it too far right. Bounce left. Come left. Oh, man. All right. 429. It's a good shot. Just too safe. Ooh, this is interesting. All right, so a little target golf here. It's 265. It's up a little bit. This is where I just don't hit this club very good right now. So we're going to try it. Nope. Get on that tee. This club, like, I just fight hitting this club to the right. You've seen a few of them, and like, I don't know. That's a hard one for me. All right, well, we got to deal with it. 207. We're going to hit 6. Got to get up over the trees. We're out of the rough. I mean, honestly, the biggest thing here is I'm trying to cover to the fairway at least. So this should easily do that. And then it's just a matter of, can we get it all the way there? Hit it good. Yeah, I mean, it's going to get there. Sit. Okay. Okay, so got to play to, to somewhere where it can play. Was okay with being short there. Kind of picking. You see how as we go through, we're just picking clubs. When we're picking clubs, like, you have generalized, like, ideas. Like, all right, I have trouble here, trouble here. It's not as exacting of a science as you think it is. There's a ton of guessing, and you got to make those guesses, and as you go on, you get better at them. So big uphill slope. See if we can just pitch it on and out of the rough. Should release. Don't release too much. Okay. When you're going up that slope and then the green is higher, you don't get as much height coming down, so that ball will release on you. Oh, baby. Yeah, we're going. So, question is just, what's going to be a 3-wood? Just how much of a 3-wood? I think, we're just going to hit it up. Aiming at that bunker on the left side, kind of. Seeing if it fades. It didn't. But, again, it's like, it's not a bad spot to be. Even, I wouldn't be okay. I'd be okay with that. Knowing the pin's front left, having that little bunker pitch shot type thing, not the end of the world. So we just got to play it. Coming out a little right, a little down. Need our bunker mats. So 30 yards is kind of the limit for my 60, and honestly, I don't think I would use it here. I'm going to use I have a 55. Just get a little more release. Just feel it out. Okay. And then we should release down there. So I like this club. Get in there. There we go. This club has more release. Get all that release down the slope. So that's when I like to use this 55, when I'm not really going to have I don't want it to stop. Okay. Downwind, 180. Everything's been flying really far. Do I try an 8-iron? I think I will. We're going to try an 8. Everything's going really far. Let's see, I hit a decent, not perfect, but it was the right club. Just pulled. Come on, work right. Keep working. Okay, good shot. Very happy with that. Very happy with that. So I just caught a glimpse. I didn't even realize I was 3 under par. What happens when you're playing golf is, this is what happens is you go through and you're just working so hard on every shot, like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and then you don't even realize it, and you look up, you're like, oh, look at how good I'm doing. That's you always hear these kind of adages like one shot at a time and stuff. That's what it means. It means, I'm just, every time it's like, all right, flat lie, I got 393, I'm going to try to hit this about 220, and so that's a 4-iron. I'm going to try to hit it here, and I'm just doing that all the time. I'm so focused on doing all of that, I'm not thinking about what I did with my score. Okay, hit that really good. Get down. Not too much. So just playing to the end. Hopefully play a little, uh-oh. Where are we going? Okay. Got a little bit of a tweener here. Trouble's on the right, so I'm going to play for that little slope. I could hit a gap. I'm going to hit a little choke pitch here. So we're going to try to land this you know, what I would call a 135-yard shot or so, 130-yard shot. And I definitely blocked that. Stay. Haven't hit a lot of greens, to be honest. But we are, I mean, but it's been in easy spots, right? Like, that's the trick. It's, you know, you don't have to hit a bunch of greens, but you got to hit it where you can play from. So it's going to come out right a lot, and then it'll work back left. Okay. 11. Big time uphill slope. So we got to get it there. Should release out of the rough. Go in. Good try. Not bad. About a 5-footer. All right. Home hole. Home hole. Let's see what we got. We can't send it here. There's like no difference, right? Like three woods into that same part of the fairway driver. It's not getting like much narrower or like much worse. So I'll take the yards. So we'll send driver. Unless you hook it. Man, I just got to get that ball starting right. Okay, well, we're going to have to figure it out. Man, I can feel that face shutting. Have to work on it. We know what we're working on. All right, ball's going to come out right. It's going to be tumbling. Let's see, 151. I'm going to hit a 9. I'm going to, like, with all the, you know, ball's going farther. I'm going to say that offsets to the where I'm lying. So I'm going to kind of hit a normal 9. Big fear is do not have it tumble too far. But that's right. I was trying to tumble it through that opening. Oh, we get one more. One more bunker shot. What we all wanted to see. All right, let's see what we got. 24. Okay. 24, slightly to the right. Let's see what we got. Too far to the right. Uphill slope. So again, kind of trying to carry it a long way, and then it'll just trickle a little bit. So something like that. Oh no, go. I chunked it and went straight under it. I went straight under that. Well, if you're wondering if the bunker mate works, that's exactly what I did. That was exactly it. Terrible. Gosh, got to get it on the green at least. That's like the death move. Just that's how you ruin things. Okay, 20. All right, 20. Now we just gotta forget it. Kind of cut right under that one too. I did the, oh man. I think I tried to open those up a little bit too much. And then I just slid right under them. It's like I was playing like a, all right. So I was playing like an explosion shot, but I was playing it like I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. It was bad. Okay, let's do it. Little 14 pitch. Get on there. I'm just going to pitch it from right here. Well, this is going to be a class in how to ruin it. So when I coach people, what does it look like when they send me the rounds and they shoot like 100 or like 90 something? Okay, they do this. Okay, they do this. This is like the prototypical hole. They'll hit their drive, and and it may not be in the greatest spot, but it's like, okay, you can play it and advance it, right? Then you advance it up here, and then you're somewhere around the green. You're not in trouble. You're not in terrible shape. You're in a bunker, okay, but then it takes some 3 to get on, 4 to get on, then they 3-putt it, right? Like that, those are the things that happen. And, you know, and then they're like, oh, I hit a bad drive. It's like, well, just a little pitch. It's like, yeah, you could have drove it better, but what if you would have missed a green? See how many greens I've missed today? Gosh, that is frustrating. That's going to be even. Oh, gross. But that's going to be what you see, right? Like, it's how many greens have I missed from the middle of the fairway today? Like, you are going to miss greens no matter where you drive it. So, you know, you got to make sure you don't do stuff like that. That's what makes those types of things happen. And that's how you also shoot 1 under with a triple on the back. Jeez. Well, that hurts. Anyway, okay. Well, little afternoon special here, just getting things going. So if you have questions, please leave that comment down below. And always make sure, if you're not a subscriber, you click that subscribe button, okay? We'll have another one of these on Sunday, and we got our live show on Monday, so don't miss out on that, all right? See you, everybody. Peace.